Greetings, Fortniters. This is JikkySef. We're gonna play this match with Ryu. He is from the game Street Fighter. There he is right there, doing the Shaolin sit-up. I got a whole bunch of martial arts emotes. Got this one. I got the backflip. And I have this sparring one. Alright, where are we gonna go first? I'm on Capcom's website, by the way. Ryu is the main character in the Street Fighter series. Ryu is the archetypical fighting game protagonist, and he has provided the basis for many other fighting game characters. Ryu has made an appearance in every Street Fighter game with Ken Masters, as well as in almost every crossover fighting game to feature Capcom characters. There you have it, right off the Capcom website. Before I studied Japanese in 2006, I used to pronounce his name incorrectly. Over here in America, we used to call him Ryu. But in Japanese, the R is a combination of L, D, and R. Duh. And then the YU would be U, of course. So, Ryu. Try saying that. Alright, we are going to go to this house over here in the corner. You could always depend on a chest being in the attic. At first I was going to go to Doggo's house, but we'll hit that after. I would like to hire him. If he's there, of course. Alright, there's the chest. And let's break through this drywall. I used to hang drywall with my dad. Did a whole bunch of carpentry type stuff with my dad. Used to frame houses, do roofing, sheathing. That's putting the plywood on the framing. Used to do some finishing work, hung a bunch of windows. Anderson windows, those are the best. I wish I had storm windows here in California. I have a neighbor with dogs that bark and a skateboard ramp. And we have these cheap California windows. They're paper thin. You could hear everything that goes on outside. No bueno. Don't forget to smash up these sofas and beds for gold. And we'll just scour the rest of this house and then move on. I've been leaning on ramps more so than walls lately for my first build. And I like to use the brick. Alright, go in the garage. This looks a lot like the house that used to be in Salty Springs. Remember that? And there was an upgrade station in the garage right there? Of course it's not the same house, because this house has always been here in Pleasant Park. It's funny how they duplicate houses sometimes, and structures. Alright, there's Doggo's house. Let's see if he's still hanging out there, because I'd like to hire him. Now there's two bosses kind of close to each other. There's Doggo here, and then there's Medic up on the hill. If you get lucky, you could hire them both in the same match. Same with Longshot and Bushranger. Now Bushranger has 3 locations he shows up at. One is by Lazy Lake, the other by the Pizza Pit, and the last location by Salty Towers, which is close by to where I'm at right now, so I might try and hire him too. I'm going to use Chun-Li in the next match, now that I've given you a taste of Ryu. Played a few games. I almost uploaded those, but I was holding out for this game right here that you're watching. Almost won it. I made a foolish move at the end. You'll see that play out. Don't forget to collect this chest here, in this tiny attic location. Oh yeah. So who is your favorite Street Fighter character to play as? I played Street Fighter 2 the most in the arcade. Actually, I played it at the laundromat the most. There was a laundromat right near my apartment in North Hollywood, and me and my roommates used to walk down there and just play whatever pinball or arcade games they had. They had Twilight Zone and Addams Family and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pinball. Those were really fun to play. Oh, here's a dude right here. Let's get him. I'm tracking him. I don't think he knows I'm behind him. Yeah, he does. Got him. Why were you trying to build Tony Stark? Here it is. That's awesome. That's a built-in emote. Chun-Li has her own built-in emote also. I highly recommend picking up the Street Fighter bundle. Ryu and Chun-Li. Oh, I'll take that. Definitely needed that. Alright, moving around here. Let's hit this house too before we move out. So I uploaded my Rollin' with the Bunches video yesterday. Hope you guys dug that. Had a lot of fun putting that together with my son and my buddy Jedwin. We played a match this weekend and I grabbed the replay footage from it for the video. And of course I recorded the song last week. It's all about Agent Peely. I was thinking of doing a secondary video and maybe remixing the song and have that feature footage from Season 2 for nostalgic purposes. I think we would all enjoy that. Chapter 2, Season 2 was a very memorable season. Alright, there's the 0 point on the map. Almost at the center, not quite. So I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to land on the 0 point, and they're all mislabeled. I think it's clickbait, because all the videos I watched, they're building ramps up to the 0 point. Yet when I'm landing off the battle bus, I see people already on the 0 point. I gotta figure that one out. Oh, there's someone who just took out the IO guards. Hey, Lexa. That's the worst. You take out a bunch of opponents or IO guards, and then another player comes along and takes you out. Nothing more frustrating. Week 13 starts tomorrow. Do you think we're going to wake up to a new legendary quest? And some other quests? I'm thinking we might. I'm wondering if they're going to do some overtime quests also. Those are the crazy ones that take you a long time to complete. Like chop down 1,000 trees. Like really monotonous stuff. Alright, I gotta heal up here before I move on. And it looks like I'm safe. I'm almost in the center of the map. 25 players remaining. Survivor 2. Someone was here already. Don't forget to visit the basement of that house. Or what's left of that house. There's a rock formation right here. What do you think that says? Must be in the Druid language. Type of a mini Stonehenge. You remember This Is Spinal Tap? That was a funny movie from the 80s. It was a fictitious heavy metal band. And they ordered a Stonehenge prop for their live show, and someone wrote down inches instead of feet, so they ended up with a mini Stonehenge for their song Stonehenge. I love that scene. I also like the scene with the mini sandwiches where the meat and the cheese is bigger than the bread. It's kind of funny. Alright, let's go see if we can find Bush Ranger. I'll show you where he's located at. Over here near Salty Towers. As I said before, he shows up at 3 different locations. One near Lazy Lake, right near IO guards, so be careful. The other one near Pizza Pit. Kinda near Pizza Pit in the junkyard. There he is. Yo, what's up, Bush Ranger? Greetings, greetings, hi. Cozy, cozy, warm, toasty. Greetings, greetings, hi, lead the way. You are now on Team Street Fighter, buddy. Let's see if we could find some other players here. I've only come across 2 so far. We're gonna run right through Salty Towers. We're bound to run into someone there. Look at all the sand blowing around. Reminds me of the blowers people use to clear the leaves from the yard. Boy, those things are the dumbest invention ever. You ever walk by someone using the blower and you get a bunch of dust in your face? No bueno. I remember when my dad got one of the first leaf blowers back in 1993. Had a lot of fun with that thing. We used to blow leaves on my brothers. We also had fun with the nail gun when that first was invented. It's kind of dangerous, shooting nails. We used to shoot nails at trees in the middle of the woods. Yeah, I grew up in the country. Do crazy stuff. We used to drive in the middle of the woods and throw parties. Good times. I remember in the middle of the winter, you'd be driving through the woods and you'd forget where the road is. I had to get out of my car to see where the road was. Sometimes I found I was just driving through the woods. Be careful, don't hit a tree. I got my driver's license in the middle of a snowstorm. My dad taught me how to do donuts in a parking lot. That was awesome. For those of you that grew up in the snow, you know what I'm talking about. And for those of you that grew up in places like California, you're missing out. I don't know too many people that grew up in California. My guitar player, Jason, he actually grew up in California. He's one of the few. And my old drummer, also named Jason, he grew up in California too. But everyone else I know just moved here from somewhere else to pursue a career in the entertainment industry, either music, acting, or something else. I remember my old bass player, JC, from my band The Lunchbox. This was like 1994. She was in the movie Halloween Part 6, and she had to go away for a month to shoot a scene where she gets killed by Michael Myers. If anyone's seen the Halloween movies, you know what I'm talking about. She had a role as Michael Myers' aunt. She came back from shooting with a really bad cold. And she was also moving out of her apartment. The whole band moved into a tiny house in Sherman Oaks. So I had to move all her stuff with her roommate while she was out of town. Good times, including her dog, Jake. That's funny, she would call from the movie set and ask for me to put Jake on the phone. Sometimes we would pretend to be Jake. Hello, this is Jake. Let's see if we can get this dude. Got him. It's kind of funny though, someone asking to put their dog on the phone. Oh, I'm an air specialist. Me and my buddy, of course, had a fake dog voice all lined up for that. Got him. We pretended to be Scooby-Doo. I think we even asked for a Scooby snack. There it is. This emote's awesome. Oh, and there's Bush Ranger. What's up, dude? I finally went into my Fortnite settings and bound a key so that I could repeat the last emote. That way I don't have to do that every single time I want to do that emote. I also changed another setting so that my consumables automatically go to the right of my loadout. I highly recommend that one. I wish there was a way to automatically have the grenades and fishing poles go to the third position, but that's asking too much, isn't it? I like to have an assault rifle or a shotgun in the number 1 position. That way you can whip it out immediately after harvesting. And we're fumbling our way through the keyboard binds. Yo, what's up, Deadshot? Sometimes I think his name is Deadeye, but then I would be incorrect, wouldn't I? Alright, Bush Ranger, keep up. If you run across the map from the storm, these bosses barely keep up with you. So make sure to keep an eye on them if you want them to be of any assistance. I have a sinking feeling that I'm going in the sand. This will make great cover though. I want to get to that bridge and collect my thoughts before I continue on in the match. There's only 6 players left here, so we're looking good. Alright, let's block off this side here. I found that the ramps make nice blocks. Sometimes better than walls. If you want a really good build though, put up a wall and a ramp. Double the protection. Alright, where are you at, Bush Ranger? I'm just gonna chill here and wait for you. And let's take a look at the map here. I gotta go right there. And there's a structure. At the end of the game, I like to see where there's good structures to camp out at. Or maybe build upon. What's up, Bush Ranger? Oh, someone got through my blockade. How'd you do that, Condor? Should have been paying attention. Attention is free. Alright, looks like Bush Ranger has spotted another opponent. There's only 5 left now. Let's see if we can go give him a hand. There you are. Skeleton Girl. You got. Alright, 4 players left. Let's shield back up. Bush Ranger's just running around outside. It's good having these bosses. They can draw the fire, and then you could come out of nowhere and fire upon your opponents. Better yet, if you get 2 bosses on your team. I'm just sinking into the sand. It makes great cover though. It's hard to see someone in the sand from a great distance. Alright, let's see if we can get some more shield here. There we go. That came in handy for sure. Get some more bullets. And we'll move on towards the location that we've marked. There's someone in the distance building. They got a huge metal structure going on. So I want to be careful of that guy. I take that back. I'm seeing a lot of brick and wood. There used to be a heavy metal club in Connecticut called the Brick and Wood. I think we played there once too. That was the first time I ever heard Guns N' Roses. I remember when Guns N' Roses first came out. I was still in high school. I think it was my senior year. I was driving a 1978 Chevy Camaro, metallic blue, rocket ship dashboard. Yeah, me and my buddy Mike Howell, we used to go out. Same with my buddy Dan Farnham, and my other buddy Derek Perry, and Ian Briley, and my brother Eric. We used to just go cruising around in my Chevy Camaro. That was an awesome car to drive. My dad helped me a lot with that car. He was always having mechanical difficulties. I remember one time it broke down like an hour away from our house, and he came out with his pickup truck and towed me back. I had to sit in the car the whole time to steer and work the brakes. That was a fun ride, being towed by a pickup truck. My dad was awesome. He totally rebuilt the engine. I should have paid more attention. I could have learned how to rebuild an engine. Alright, let's get some altitude here. There's only 2 other players left in the game. I'm kind of building high here. If they take out my fort, I'm probably going to lose some health. That's fine though. Bush Ranger is on the ground level. I have no idea what he's doing. Alright, that'll cover my 6. Looks like the storm also is covering my 6. In retrospect, I should have just stayed up here. You'll see in a moment my tactical error. Alright, there's one guy on that fort, and there must be another guy on the other fort. this was my big mistake. I shouldn't have dropped down. So I lost a little health, and I'm using the med kit here to gain it back. But while I was healing up, that guy spotted me. Thought I'd have a little bit more time to heal up. Got a couple good hits on it. But in the end, they took me out. Murda 19009528. And there's Maeve. Oh well, we'll do better next time. And in the next match, we're going to use Chun-Li. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Got a little taste of you. And don't forget to support a creator, JikkySef, that spells JikkySef. Use that creator code when you make purchases in the item shop. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, and may the Fortnite be with you.